During our long walks in the parks where she came to visit me, Wynne would mimic Tom Sawyer whitewashing his aunt's fence, his friends begging to swap their treasures with him for a chance to do a chore. With her hands in the air and her eyes bright, Wynne became her old self again, since her home had been destroyed and her father taken away by the Red Guards. Wynne had retreated inside herself. A soldier now at 16, she walked and talked like a serious adult, but Tom Sawyer made her laugh again, just like a child. One day I welcomed into my secret reading club a rather unlikely candidate, my old elementary school teacher, Miss Chen. I often visited her during the holidays. Teacher Chen lived in a small one-bedroom apartment at our school campus with her husband, a teacher of Chinese, and their 2 young boys. A large portrait of Chairman Mao on the wall completed the interior decoration, as it did in most other Chinese households. The parents' room served as the bedroom, living room, and makeshift dining area. When I went to see her one day, I noticed, in the already cramped parents' quarters, a new piece of furniture. It was a handmade chest of drawers placed at an odd angle to their bed. My puzzled look must have amused Teacher Chen, and she motioned me into the room before closing the door behind her. "Let me show you something," she said. Carefully, she unlocked the cabinet that was part of the chest. "I've been writing plays and short stories," she explained. "Some of them are based on fairy tales and mythology, like those I used to tell you in 3rd or 4th grade, not permitted by anyone these days." This brought back a vivid memory of performing Little Red Riding Hood in class. I remember putting on the red velvet cape, hand-stitched by Teacher Chen. "Please keep on writing. Children today will love your stories as much as I did," I said. "I must be careful not to cause trouble again," she said with a sigh. "Remember how I was blamed for polluting your minds with foreign fairy tales?" I shuddered, recalling the stark posters that had suddenly appeared, questioning her loyalty. With this new furniture, I can push the desk in and close the cabinet to the chest of drawers as soon as I hear someone coming, so no one will suspect, she said. "You know how some people just wander into your house unannounced," she added with a wry smile. Opening her drawer, she pulled out a large pile of manuscripts. "I've never shown them to anyone outside this family, but now you know." I did not quite know what to say, and then I found myself confessing. "I have something to tell you, too. For some time now, I've been reading from the list sent to me by my Baba, with books borrowed from his friends. It's mostly classic foreign literature, such as Shakespeare and Mark Twain. Baba asked me to keep it to myself in order to avoid causing anyone trouble." Teacher Chen gave me a knowing smile. "I still have a few of Mark Twain's stories myself," she said. "Even though I don't have much else, you're welcome to them." From that day on, Teacher Chen joined my reading club, and I would simply bring books to her with the lending time allowed. And during my visits, she would patiently answer any questions I had. Gradually, I realized that Baba's reading list was offering me more than just a joyful escape. It had given me a new sense of direction, and reading had taken on a meaning of its own. In a small way, I was regaining control of my life. My secret reading club, which never held an official meeting, helped me keep the flame of education alive inside me when the rest of my world was still besieged by darkness.